Welcome to the Deep Dive. This week, we're giving you a shortcut, really. 5 key hotel and travel distribution stories curated by White Sky Hospitality, specifically picked for you, our busy hoteliers.
That's right. We're going to pinpoint some key growth opportunities, look at some big partnerships, and also touch on some evolving digital threats. All stuff to help you stay ahead in what is, let's face it, a really dynamic landscape.
Okay, so first up, let's unpack something pretty significant. It's the changing face of today's outbound travel. We're seeing a huge resurgence here. The numbers are quite something, projected 145 million outbound trips from mainland China in 2024. That's a 17% jump year over year.
Yeah, and what's really crucial, I think, isn't just the raw numbers, it's how they're traveling. Independent travel is spreading to 120 more cities compared to even before the pandemic back in 2019. And these Chinese visitors, get this, they're spending 60% more on local activities, their average spend per trip, up 32%.
Wow, 60% more on activities.
Exactly. So this really opens up opportunities for hotels, well beyond the traditional tourist hubs. Our insight here from White Sky is pretty clear. You really need to pivot your marketing. Focus on attracting these higher spending independent travelers directly. Think unique local experiences, not just catering to large groups anymore.
That makes sense. A massive shift in a key market's behavior. Okay. And speaking of, adapting to new demographics, this next story, it highlights a really innovative partnership designed to tap into a different, but equally significant customer base.
Indeed. This is Marriott International's partnership with Flipkart in India. They're calling it first of its kind, and it connects, 700 million members across both platforms. You have to remember, India is Marriott's 4th largest market globally. So this is a big strategic move, specifically targeting Tier 2 and 3 cities using Flipkart's massive user base.
Right, reaching those areas. And how does it actually work?
It's quite clever, actually. It allows conversion between Marriott Bonvoy points and Supercoins, which is Flipkart's very popular loyalty currency, and vice versa. So it effectively opens up this vast kind of untapped market for hoteliers looking to expand their reach in these rapidly growing, less explored regions.
700 million members. I mean, that sounds incredible. But are there risks, like integration complexities for hoteliers in something this big, especially, partnering with a non-travel brand like Flipkart?
Well, there's always a balance, right? Opportunity versus careful execution. The complexity definitely lies in getting that tech integration seamless and making sure the brand values align. For you as a hotelier, the insight really is to evaluate these huge loyalty partnerships closely. What's the direct benefit? Consider the acquisition cost of these new customers versus, say, their potential lifetime value. And will it lead to more direct bookings eventually?
Good points. Okay, so adapting strategies is key. Thinking about demand drivers. What about huge events like the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup? We usually focus on the host cities, but maybe the reality is a bit different.
That's a really important question. CoStar analysis actually shows something interesting. 3 out of 5 sports travelers, they stay outside the main host cities. They're often willing to drive for, better deals. Plus, international guests, they tend to stay longer, like a week or more, and they often visit multiple places.
So not just a quick in and out for the match.
Exactly. So hoteliers need really flexible pricing strategies and creative engagement that goes beyond just the room. We saw this with the Taylor Swift Eras Tour, didn't we? Who'd have thought friendship bracelet making could be a masterclass in guest experience? Right. So the insight here is, look beyond just the immediate event area. Think about offering extended stays, unique local packages, maybe even shuttle services. Capture that broader audience. Make their whole trip memorable, not just the event itself.
Okay, shifting gears now. Let's talk about a region that's just, booming in travel deal making. It's kind of dwarfing global trends right now.
Yeah, Asia Pacific is really surging. You've got Indonesia's Nusatrip. They're the country's first IATA accredited online travel agency, which means they meet global standards for ticketing and trust. They just closed a $15 million NASDAQ IPO, and they're targeting Southeast Asia's $490 billion travel market. That's huge.
15 million IPO. Wow. And this is while global deal volume is down.
Precisely. Global travel deal volume actually fell 8% in the first half of 2025. But APAC, it saw 11% growth. And regionally, hotel bookings jumped 23% in Q1 2025 alone.
23%.
Yeah, so the insight is clear. There's immense digital demand and a hunger for experiences. Hoteliers and ATAC need to aggressively invest in their own digital presence, develop unique local guest experiences, or frankly, risk getting outmaneuvered by agile OTAs like Nusatrip.
Okay, a lot of opportunity, but also some pressure there. Finally, let's touch on a critical new risk. World Travel Protection is warning about this. AI, it seems it's creating a major shift in travel risk.
Absolutely. And this is significant. AI isn't just targeting systems anymore, it's targeting people directly. We're talking about incredibly convincing deepfake videos, perfect mirror websites that look identical to the real thing, even virtual kidnapping, using AI voice mimicry.
Virtual kidnapping, how does that even work?
Imagine a scammer using AI to perfectly mimic, say, a high-value guest's voice, calling their family, claiming they're in trouble, and demanding Bitcoin ransom. While the guest is actually fine, maybe just on a business trip, unaware. It's frightening stuff.
That's deeply unsettling.
It is. So our insight here is that prevention is absolutely key. You need to train your staff, inform your guests, teach them to recognize inconsistencies in processes or requests. Always use corporate booking tools for business travel. And remember that fundamental principle. If it's out of the norm, don't do it. Trust your gut.
Right. If it's out of the norm, don't do it. Simple but crucial. Okay, so wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, our listeners, the dedicated hoteliers out there? We've covered quite a bit. Booming markets like China and APAC, innovative partnerships like Marriott Flipkart, managing demand around huge global events, and now these critical new AI security threats.
Yeah, it really raises an important question, doesn't it? As you navigate all these, frankly, unprecedented opportunities for growth and digital transformation, how will you proactively balance that? How do you aggressively pursue these new avenues while at the same time building really robust defenses against these increasingly sophisticated, very human-targeted AI threats? That's the tightrope to walk.